Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy Boss Mac, back to gaming.com. We're back again with another video. This time around, I'm going to be showing you our review of the Synology DS218 Plus right here. This is the Synology DS218J, and I'm just going to be showing it off for a comparison. We do have a full review of both of these down in the description. I'll link it right there. And for these drives, we'll be using a pair of Seagate IronWolf NAS drives. These are intended for NAS purposes. We'll talk about the features in a bit. So a bit of background about this review. This actually came out of a real disaster. Basically what happened was we have a WD DL4100 in here. It's a business type of NAS drive, a 4-bay drive. So what happened was we have a three drive array. So one of those drives failed in a RAID 5 configuration. So most of the times you can recover that. But for some reason, when I inserted a new drive to recover from that, it didn't work. It ended up like destroying one of the other drives for some reason. And then, yeah, it destroyed basically a lot of my files, like for like 5 years, since 5 years ago. And it was it was a combination of my cold storage and home entertainment, as well as file sharing for right here in the office. And it was really frustrating for me to really experience that, and I really hope you guys don't experience that. I'm a very religious type of person when it comes to backup. I do have backups every day. I do check the integrity of my drives, and that's the reason why I'm really frustrated, because like even with most of the precautions I did take, the NAS itself just didn't help out. Its OS was really limited, and its insistence on using brand new drives and kicking out like older drives, or what it deems as like failing drives, just really was the last straw for me, and that's why I went with Synology. But I will be sharing my review of this drives, of this NAS first. So anyways, I'm gonna put this aside, and because that's not we're not gonna be taking a look at that. We're gonna be focusing on the DS218 Plus right here. So this is powered up a dual core Celeron, and it supports Synology's BTRFS file system, as well as other things. So basically you can get a maximum burst transfer around 100 Mbps, 100 plus. So basically maxing out your gigabit connection right there. And with the drives included, in this system, we'll be using two 4 terabyte drives in RAID 1. So Boss Mac, why RAID 1? Well, I've gotten to the point that since all of my workstations do have 6 terabyte storage, I think the system storage is enough to house the hot files that we use for work, for these videos, for the reviews, and then move them to this. This is the DS218 Plus for sharing between the workstations, like in between the editors that are right here. So that's why I have the 218J right here for home use and cold storage. So this is also going to be running a 4 terabyte RAID 1 configuration. So talking about the Synology DS218 Plus more, basically you do get many of the features that most NAS have right now. It has cloud support, and private cloud support. So basically you can connect to it wherever you are. There are considerations, like your ISP has to allow it, and sort of those things. But like if you have those checked, everything's gonna work for you. Like if you're not really into the professional type of workload, so say for example you're just a Soho small office, home office, or like a guy like a person who just needs to share files between computers, or just have somewhere in your network to stash all of your files. Like I do have my videos right here, all of my all of my videos from our coverages, they are right here. So I'm gonna show you guys how easy it is to set up. And also, what I mostly really need this for is backup. Backup is really important for me, and thank God this has a lot of options for backup possibilities. So the DS218 Plus right here also has expandable storage. So like if you really need to expand it beyond the 2 drives, it has USB 3.0 right here, and also at the back. And also internally you can increase the storage. So this is actually upgraded to 6 terabyte because it has like 4 terabyte internal memory, and we did install 4 more gigabyte of memory right there, and that makes it a little bit more responsive like for me. So like combining all of those features really makes it sound like the ideal type of solution for me, and it doesn't really boot me out when it detects one of the drives is failing. I mean, I've tried it with 2 of the dead drives supposedly from the WD NAS, and when I used it on this, like it wanted to work. So like I want to make an argument about it. Like some people know, why would you still keep using older drives? They're failing, you have to replace those. Well, in my case, like for this one, it's a work drive. I mean, my backups go in there, but that backup is just 1 week. Then eventually it goes to another cold backup, like in the cloud, or like for example this one. So that's my cold backup that maybe I'm gonna keep for like 1 year, stuff like that. So in some cases, I want the drives, even if they are failing, I want them to keep working until the motor stops spinning. And like maybe in some cases I won't really recommend that, but in my case, since I really know what I want to do, I want that level of control when it comes to my drives. The WD NAS doesn't just allow me to do that, and the Synology does, and I really like that. And in tandem with Seagate drives, it does have IHM. There's the IronWolf health monitoring system, and basically it just helps keep the drives in tip-top shape. So it has like algorithms to really detect what parameters need to be in this kind of threshold and all of those things. So it alerts you. It has intervention, so it will alert you if you need to replace the drive. So like, hey, this drive I think it's really failing, so IHM will tell you you really need to back up, you really need to replace it. So it has that in there. So Synology supports that, which is really good. And also like totally, if if it suddenly just failed you can like send it in to Seagate. They do have a service, which I'll talk about in another topic in another video. They do have a service which will help you in your recovery. So I'm just going to show you guys how quick you can set this up. So we do have these drive trays. These do have these slide things at the side, which you can just insert your drive right there and then prop it in. And then this pops out. So you can see right there, this just pops out that easy. And these, you need to lift these tabs to insert the drive. So I forgot which side. All right, right here. So drive top to the right, to the left, or yeah, whichever you're facing, just this way. All right, so lift this up, insert, lift this up and insert. And once you're done, you just cover them, or just, I don't know about you, like you can leave it off, or it's your NAS, do whatever you want. And there you have it. So just plug in the LAN connection, plug in the power, and you are good to go. And it is so easy to set up the Synology. Like I don't really remember how it was when with my W drive, because basically it just won't let you redo your configuration. Like this one does. Like I did I think 4 resets, and it allows you to keep your files. And that makes it really easier if you're just like upgrading, moving drives and stuff like that. But basically, if you're just fresh start, you just download the Synology Assistant, and from there, just a few clicks away. So it automatically sets it up to RAID 1, or I think the other one, like I think the DS218J, I think it supports the I think Synology SHR. And basically, like you have those options, but when you're in the DSM itself, that is the NAS OS, you can configure it all you want. It has like group policies and all of those things. And the other good things that I really like about this drive is it has a whole slew of apps that you can install. I remember my WD NAS only having like a few apps available. There are some backup available right there, but like for this one, there's just so much to look for. I was really surprised there is like support for like internally there is web applications right there, but there are apps that you can use to like really improve like work. Like there is like backup solutions. There are so much solutions out there. I really like can't recall from the top of my head. So that basically really helps me in like keeping this like on a more active state. But like in terms of power consumption, like it does only sip around 20 watts at most, which is really good. In idle, probably 5 watts, that's barely negligible. Some motherboards sip around 6 watts in like power down. So that gives you an idea of what kind of power consumption this NAS has. And basically, if you want to see performance, we do have some benchmarks right in our full review, but I'm gonna flash them right here so you guys have a reference. So those are the performance numbers that we have for the Synology DS218 Plus with the IronWolf drive. So final words, I really must say, for the past few weeks that we've used them, I think Clark really likes it. You like it, right? He really likes it versus the other drive, which like with performance should be the same, but just like so usage was just, you can use it like storage, but you really can't use it for like we call it movie watching and stuff like that. So that's why we really like the Synology DS218 Plus, and also its brother, the DS218J. So this is going to be our active hot NAS, which will serve hot backups. Probably gonna get this one higher storage, probably 6 terabyte, or I don't know, maybe bigger, but that's for the future. So especially for those just starting with NAS drives that just want a good balance of performance as well as usability and price. So this has been your boy Boss Mac of BackToGaming.com, and that's been my review of the DS218 Plus. If you want to see more videos like this one, don't forget to like the video, comment the video, subscribe. Peace.